call the Scottsboro City Council meeting Monday, January 14th, 2013 to order. The invocation will be given by Gary Stewart and the pledge of allegiance given by Brent Miller. Roll call, please.
Mr. Smith.
Here.
Ms. McQuarrie.
Ms. McCrary will not be here tonight due to illness.
Mr. Gary Stewart.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Patrick Stewart.
Here.
Mr. President, you have a quorum and you may proceed with the transaction of business.
Thank you. First item is the adoption of the agenda. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make a motion that we adopt the agenda.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Next item is approval of previous minutes from December 17, 2012. That's in our packet. Do I have a motion to accept the previous minutes?
I make a motion to approve the minutes of December 17, 2012.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. There is no old business, so we'll go to new business. The only item on tonight's business is the Heritage Center appropriation. Mr. Mayor, will you cover part of this for me, please?
Sure. Last week, Ms. Judy Weaver, the director of the Scottsboro Jackson Heritage Center, came and spoke about some needs they have about some asbestos removal and some mold and mildew problems that they've had. And she gave us a quota for $9,215.98 for all the work. That's for the humidifiers, for some drainage work, cleaning of the coils and new duct work, and the removal of asbestos. We did a little checking last week, and the street department can do the drainage work for her. That was a $2,500 cost. We can do that for about $300 worth of material. So if you deduct the $2,200 from the $9,215, it's $7,015.98. I spoke to Mr. Hodges, chairman of the Jackson County Commission, and just to see if they could give some assistance, and kind of, you know, the answer was they don't really know their situation there with their budget, so the impression was that he didn't think they would be able to do anything, even though he didn't get to talk to the entire commission, and that was his feeling. Same thing with the, spoke to the legislative delegation. We hit the delegation up from time to time, and I did mention it to them, but there's another project that I would like for us maybe to go with them for some help later on, which is more money than this. So kind of long story short, we've got the cost down to $7,015.98, and it looks like it's going to be up to us to foot that bill. I think this is something that needs to be done sooner rather than later, like just as soon as possible, if you decide to do a budget amendment to make this appropriation. And I believe it was brought out last week that it is our building. Isn't that right, Mr. Kimmer?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. Do I have a discussion on this? Does anyone else have any discussion?
Yeah, I was under the impression when she spoke the other night that she had some of the money that we were only going to be asked for a part. But do they not have any of it?
You talking about the Heritage Center?
Yeah.
No, I didn't get that impression. It's not in their budget. You know, they already had their budget appropriated. And what I took from it, but you know, I could have misunderstood it, that she was looking for any help she could get, certainly, and that we were going to go on her behalf to the other two entities to see if they could help. So I didn't understand it that she already had money budgeted, but I could be wrong.
I may have misunderstood her. I just thought she said
we can certainly
she
check
had
into
nothing
that.
to do and get some. The others were going to do some.
I've got the letter here. Let me just look when you're talking.
Seems like it always falls back on just us.
It says none of the above costs are covered in this year's budget. So.
Of course, we can say the same.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we're asking for an appropriate.
I mean, I know we got to help them. I don't have that. It just seems, they call it the Scottsboro Jackson County Heritage Center. So I would think Scottsboro, Jackson County, and local delegation, all of us should participate and try to help them out. I'm not,
I think we,
if we could.
well, I think we should be able to help them to an extent, maybe not the full amount, regardless if the county delegation can't do it. I don't know if the city should be known to kind of fill out everybody if they need it, but, I know they need the $7,015.90, but maybe not the full amount, but the majority of it.
But if you're gonna do, they have to do the whole thing, or
It all kind of goes hand in hand.
Well, I thought when she was here the other night that she mentioned that they could possibly raise some of the money to meet the full amount.
but maybe if they could do that, they could reimburse the city if we decide to do the whole $7,000, reimburse that. I'll make a motion that we approve the $7,015.98.
And it may be that it's not that much, I think there's some of the equipment maybe can be found a little bit cheaper, so, I would say not to exceed that price.
So are you saying a budget amendment
Yeah.
for the $7,015.90? Do I have a second for a budget amendment for the $7,015.98?
Second.
Any further discussion on this? All right. Mr. Wheeler, will you do a roll call vote on this, please?
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Gary Stewart,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Patrick Stewart.
Yes. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, right here.